This week, David compares himself to God. I almost lamp my boss, and Chloe is a bit of a pussy. So, let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Right, shall we start?
Yeah, sorry, I was very excited.
We can if you turn your volume up just a little bit.
That better?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you miserable Right, yes. Hello. This is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom. I am drunk tonight. Be aware. Just put that in the back of your mind. So if I say anything stupid or stupider, that's what's going on tonight. So just, yeah, there we go.
People might not be
you have an
able to tell.
excuse for the stupid shit you say.
Honestly, yeah, it's 50-50. Hello, folks. Hello, David.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, better middling. How's your week been?
I've been sick all week and I'm still sick.
Yeah, I don't care.
Aww.
Hello, Chloe.
Yep.
Hello.
Sorry, David.
He doesn't give a crap. No sympathy.
Still necking beers, so good on him. How's your week been, Chloe?
My week's been awesome.
Yeah?
Awesome.
Yeah. Lots of truck driving, lots of been behind the wheel of a truck.
I have done zilch truck driving. I've done zilch office work, because normally if I'm not truck driving, I'll be in the office or something. No. I've been learning a shovel.
So you've been that one that you get there to like it's wherever you need to load and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, this person's gonna take ages, right?
Yeah,
and
that's been me.
Yeah. And have you taken ages? Like how annoyed have truck drivers been with you this week?
To be fair, I'm quite lucky because everyone knows me at EMS and all the truck drivers know who I am. So they're all pretty like, oh, it's all right, Chloe, just take your time. And, but there was like the odd one going like, come on, fucking hurry up.
What are you loading?
As fast as I can. So I've been loading Arctics. So obviously I've been doing like the push-ups, stuff like that.
What's going into the Arctics?
So the Arctics has been inert going in the Arctics, or fines, or what we call fines, which is like the
David has no idea what you're talking about. Basically, they put waste into a big shredder, and it shreds it all up into little bits, and then they put that in the back.
Well, there's more to it than that. The fines bit is the little tiny bits that fall out that you physically can't do anything with, so it just gets put into an Arctic basically and gets sent up to landfill or whatever.
Paper.
No.
Oh, all stuff.
All sorts. Just literally, imagine a pile of waste going up this giant conveyor belt, going through machine.
Well, I'm picturing waste as in shit.
Okay,
that's what I'm picturing.
Not sometimes. Just yeah. So we've had dog shit bins. No, it's like really fine. It looks like sort of soil, but it's all like bits of plastic, little tiny little bits of specks of things. So yeah, I've been picking that up and picking up wood, loading wood, and
it always smells of wine, like off wine.
What wines? Yeah, it does have a weird smell, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? It's always off wine. It's not great. Anyone who's done like waste tippers or they've done walking floors, they'll know that smell. That smell's just one of them things that's just, I don't know,
special.
It sticks with you. You can never, ever, ever forget it.
Gotcha.
Shall we crack on?
It's been good fun.
Well, I thought we were cracking on by just talking.
Okay, fair enough.
Isn't that what people are here to listen to us talk?
Well, I've got a trucking topic. Bearing in mind, I think this is the first trucking topic that we've done in over a... No. When I say over a month, it really fucking is over a month.
Has the alcohol gone to your head?
Honestly, it really has. Not only that, I've also got a spreadsheet ready as well.
Oh, wow.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You mean you've come here with an organised topic?
Oh, yeah,
never do.
Shit's gone real this evening. Hang
on a minute. You're sat drinking alcohol and you're going, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a fucking spreadsheet.
That's a good point.
This is what I'm going to do.
I'm drunk this evening, and yet I'm more organised than I am normally. What the fuck is going on tonight? That is the question.
Welcome to the club.
Maybe you should drink more like David.
Maybe? Should I?
Maybe.
Should I be an
I
alcoholic?
drink once a week, by the way. This is it.
Allegedly.
Says, allegedly.
Not allegedly. It's fact. No, it's not fact. Okay.
So, the national minimum wage is going back up again. What is it going up to now? It's going up to April. Oh, fuck, you know what?
Is it like £11 something?
So
I
prepared.
thought you were organised. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Also, we don't have a producer this week, so just be aware. 2024 is going to £11.44 an hour,
Nice.
which is really good for a lot of people. And I think it is ruining the HGV industry.
Because it's going up?
Yes.
It should be lower?
No, the problem is because the national minimum wage is going up so fast, the HGV industry can't keep up with it. So whereas before, say for instance, like we'll say like for instance like 3 years ago, yeah, the wage gap between someone who's on minimum wage and a HGV driver, there was a nice gap. It was worthwhile doing. It was worthwhile going and doing your HGV course. It was worthwhile doing all your CPC hours. It was worthwhile doing all of your stuff. But now it's getting to the point where why bother? Why actually bother? And furthermore, not just with your HGV, but with what's called tramping, staying away for the week. The amount of people that I've heard are now coming off tramping and not going on to going long distance workings. They're just doing like what's called day return, which means them big drops, them like that really like a lot of like the stuff that's getting shifted around. For instance, one of the big ones is tippers, bulk work, walking floors, stuff like that. People are coming off that, and so I kind of this is something I've thought about and I've been thinking about for a little while. But I wanted to get some data to back this up, so I put out some anonymous survey this evening. So I've only got, I've got a handful of people that for applied back to it.
Still better than nothing. Yeah.
It's still very telling what I've got back, and it shows what an absolute clusterfuck the pay is within the HGV industry. So. I will give you the two highest that I got for tramping, for staying away, going out all week, and this is take-home pay
weekly pay.
Week. This is weekly pay. So what I've asked for is: are you day return or are you tramping? These are the questions I was asked: are you day return or are you tramping? What is your weekly take-home? By the way, if you are in the comments, you're listening, and you want to quickly fill this out, it's in Discord. And I might read it out if it's coming through now because it should come through live. What job do you like? What do you drive for your job? So is it class 1? Is it class 2? Is it like 7.5 ton van, so on and so forth? How many days a week do you work, and what area of the country? Because I figured that might have a bit of a bearing. Because obviously, like as you probably the same as you with in America, David.
It's going to be different, yeah.
So if someone lives like in Oregon, like they're not going to get the same pay as someone in say Arkansas, are they?
Yeah,
am I right in saying that?
No, if you're a local driver, that might be a difference. But if you're
but like
a long haul driver, you live. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but a lot of times
really? So no matter where you're based, if you're long haul, you get the same rate, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
I can't imagine. It just because you can live in New York and work from my company. Even though I'm in Oregon,
right? So
you know what I mean.
In America, if you're in like one of the kind of more the poorer areas of the country,
yeah, because they tell you on their website, they tell you on your website exactly what the pay will be, and this is what your max will be after this many years or whatever.
Right, that's interesting. Well, you don't get you don't get that. Like tramping is just tramping. Like so, basically, you'll go to your local company. You might travel like some people will travel like an hour. I've like 2, maximum 3 I've heard of really. Some people will travel down from Scotland to come down this way and get jobs. Like kind of, I've heard of some.
Yeah, but that's like a weekly. They don't have to travel once a week. Yeah. So
if depending where you live in the country, you get paid more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah.
100%.
So I know for a fact here where we are. We get paid less than other places
because you're doing local work.
On local work, yeah.
Yeah, well, local work is different. You know,
yeah.
What I mean?
So tramping it can be a little bit more, but still, it's not great. But then, like say for instance, if you're in London, you do get more money anyways. There's like the legal minimum wage in London is actually higher than it is in the rest of the country. it's a bit wacky how it works. But anyways, right.
Well, because the cost of living is a lot more in London.
So actually, I've just had one just come through now. So tramping, the highest ones that I've got, £702, 770, 800 pounds. This is take home a week, yeah.
Yeah, that's after tax.
That's after tax. That's in your bank. That's in your bank is what them people are saying that they're getting, right? But day return, it can fluctuate, obviously. But this is so someone's put on a Class 2 vehicle day return £680 a week. Day return 5 days out, and that's they're coming back every single night.
I prefer to do that.
You got some 450s, you got some 500s. That's again on Class 2 work. £800 on day return take home.
Nice.
So that's equivalent to a full week out. And where else we got? We've got 600, 675 day return. Basically, it's now coming to the point where why would you stop out for the week? Why would you stop out for the full week because you obviously get your night bonuses, but if people that are on day return are getting equivalent amounts, and just point out, so some of these ones here, that's the 680 day return, that's South England, the 800 day return was actually north of England. And I put that because I thought maybe there'd be a disparity between North England and South England, but it actually doesn't really seem like there is. The only one that I got one in Wales, which is on day return £563, which is still not bad. It's still not bad. It's still more than an acceptable amount.
Yeah, 100%.
But why would you spend the full week out for? Almost like for potentially not a lot more.
We have a comment from Dixonormous. He says he's single and he has no one at home, so it doesn't bother him to stay out all week. Get to see more of the country, So that's answering your question.
That's a lifestyle choice.
I will say that for what he's saying there is absolutely correct. Yes, and I will say as an experience, I fucking loved tramping. It was something that I loved doing, and I am so very glad I did. However, it's getting to the point. Whereas once upon a time, if you were a tramper, it was a thing that you could. It would mean that you could earn for your entire. It would mean that your missus wouldn't have to work, and you kind of going back, obviously many years ago when it was like that, like the woman stays at home and stuff like that. And I know obviously. Although David might disagree with me, times have very much moved on. Sorry, David. It's a bit of a dig there. Sorry, lad. I was uncalled for as well.
I was like, did I say that out loud?
Batthink in the comments has said, though, like, that when you get paid more or do more hours, you get taxed more as well. So they're probably actually earning quite a substantial amount more.
Oh, yeah,
you
very
get
much
taxed
so.
a shitload more. So then it's almost like, oh, fuck me. They're just taking all this money off me now and I've worked extra hard. What's the point?
my problem with it is because the minimum wage has gone up so dramatically, and I understand why they've done it, and I don't disagree with what they've done, but the transport industry has been so slow to catch up, and people aren't wanting to pay the higher prices, and they're wanting to not pay the drivers as well for going out and doing what is end of the day. It is, you are living to work, and it is a huge commitment what they're doing. And like for those people that are doing it, I know I've done it, and it's such a mad respect thing because there's, I don't know, especially now as well, where it is dangerous being out tramping. Yeah. It is, and it seems to be getting steadily more dangerous.
Yeah.
The amount you see where someone's been attacked in a lay-by because like they've got out in the middle of the night. Like there was that lad that got done in with a machete because he got out for a piss, and then they were having nicking his fuel. That he didn't realise.
He was just
they
unlucky.
Didn't realise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so so Jack has just put hands up for the 770. That's the one that's just coming through at the ends there. That's an average. We get varied bonuses as well. And based in Penrith, could never dream out of a higher wage as a new driver in this area. Now, okay, there are definitely for Penrith, it's a
Where's that?
weird. So Penrith is a very weird area. It's kind of like it's not really near anything. It's just
Just a place.
just Penrith in the middle of nothing. So it's one of them things where if you want to get the good money, then tramping is about all you can actually do. But for a lot of people, there's a lot of people coming off tramping. A lot of people coming off tramping, and it's I don't know. It's something that the industry needs to like really sort out and actually say to these suppliers, well, shit, you know what? We're going to have to charge you more. I know the customer's going to have to pay more at the end of it, but guess what? Our drivers, we need to keep our drivers. We need to keep our drivers happy. We need to get them paid more.
Well, in a minute, are they not just going to replace them all with vehicles that are electric and drive themselves?
Is it fuck? Is it fuck?
Well, I don't know. I'm just
They've been
asking.
saying this fucking forever. There might be the RDC work is going to be the first thing that's going to go.
Yeah, it'll be
But,
obviously certain jobs like walking floor. You won't be able to do that because the amount of roads you have to go down and what
Well-
you've got to do. But if you're literally like a vehicle going to somewhere, picking up a trailer, going somewhere else, done. That's all you got to do. Then it is very doable.
I think it's quite telling that one of the best walking floor places I've been to was your yard. It's like I went down to yours.
our yard?
Do you remember? It was a while ago.
Oh, you were in the tipper, wasn't it?
I was in a tipper, yeah. And I came
Yeah,
down there, I was
yeah.
like, holy shit. Like, the road's clear. There's nice
Yeah.
cut edges. I
There's-
can go in
there's
the yard. There's not
concrete.
shit everywhere. Wow,
It
they've
is- I
surfaced
have to
things.
admit-
It's really nice here.
It is a very well maintained yard, ours is, and very, very well kept clean, and it's
Yeah.
lovely to work in. We're very lucky, really, especially for a waste site. It's
Fuck me.
it's
it is,
amazing.
yeah.
So
Dixon
yeah,
Roberts, by the way, has said that he has come to yours recently. I'm assuming where you work, not your house. 'cause
Did
that might be a
you?
bit creepy.
ooh, I must have missed you. Ooh, could have loaded you.
Jack, out of curiosity, would that be Jenkies you're working for? Or is that trying to work out how you might work for at 770? He's definitely not Thomas Dent. There's fucking no way that cheap bastard's paying you 770 a week average.
Can't just start revealing who you're working for.
Yeah,
That's not part of
Yeah,
the
it
person.
is. It's Jenkies. There's no fucking way. I knew it wasn't Thomas Dent anyway. It's a cheap bastard.
I think mine worked out to be on average, if I have like an all right week, it's about 550, maybe 500. If it's a really good week, then I'll get loads more. But if it's less, it's probably only about 460. Depends how many hours I do. But with me,
Do
obviously,
you
there's
want-
loads I can
alright,
do.
Okay, do you want to hear something bad? Right, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I'm hammered drunk, so I'm just going to say it. Fuck it. Do you know how much I got paid this week? Bearing in
What are you doing at the
mind,
moment? Van driving still?
I was on a fucking sprinter for most of the week. Yeah,
Go on then. What did you get?
take home was £675.
How many
Oh,
hours
no.
you work?
Just shy of 60, I think it was. Or no, just over 60. It'll be just over 60. It was.
So what do you get paid an hour then?
I can't remember. It's not bad. Like plus as well as bonuses and shit like that. The fact is, I'm on a fucking sprinter most of the time. It is staggering.
More stressful though, or is it just?
I get paid more, right? I get paid
Okay.
more currently than I was on fucking heavy haulage.
Well,
when
I
I was
understand that.
doing cranes, right? I was lifting. I lifted what was it, like a 40 plus foot long
Something.
gantry. It was like it was nearly like 40. It was nearly 50 foot. I think it was this massive gantry. I lifted this. I was lifting it around, and I think like afterwards, I was thinking, I'm getting paid more in a van. What the fuck's happening? This isn't okay.
And you don't have to worry about your hours or your driving time.
Don't have to
or...
worry about my hours. I get home at a fucking decent time every single day. How the fuck is this happening? This is not okay. This is
I know.
not
I've.
okay.
Do you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed the loader because I don't have to worry about all of that. I can just do what I want, and I'm half tempted to say I'm just going to stay in here for the rest of my life.
Honestly,
Why not?
it is.
Why not?
Save money, piece of piss.
In America, here's how I would like to the information I'd like to give you guys. All right. Now it depends on how much experience you have, how long you've been with the company. Because it's just I've said this before many times, not many times, but a long time ago about how like I was on 55 cents a mile. All right. So do whatever calculation you have to get it into pounds. And for a local, I was on 25 an hour. And that's, again, I've got a crazy amount of experience. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do it for less than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
As in
yeah.
but
just quickly, was it 55 cents a mile? That's competitive, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Right.
Yes, if we had this podcast on in America and we had all millions of listeners, there would be a ridiculous amount of chat going on, as in like, oh, I get paid this, I get paid $100. You know what I mean? I like, yeah. Again, it all depends what company you're working for. I work for a company I've been working for forever, and yes, there is better jobs out there that will pay more. But
it's like top trump cards. I find with some of this stuff. Like, you know how you get your top trump card and you'll get like pay and you'll get like, for instance, like I've got like very high pay at the moment. So I say very high, but I'm happy with my pay. But then my job satisfaction is very low. Because I'll be honest with you, it's boring. But I also find as well that some people will say, oh, I get X amount, but then I'm guessing you will have also had certain bonuses, David, where like there'll be other things where like they'll get you back at a certain time if you call them up and say, oh, I need to be here for this point, they'll bend over backwards for you. So it's one of there's a bit of give and take with it, isn't it? It's not quite as simple as.
Well, I would say no to that. All right.
Oh well, that's my whole speech.
Hold on. I'm sure that happens. It all depends how loud you are. If you're a really squeaky wheel, you're going to get more stuff.
The squeakiest wheel gets the most grease. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And that's a sad fact about it. And for a long time, I was very squeaky. I really was. And
you know what? I can see that. You seem like a whingy sort of person.
I am a whingy type of person. You know what I mean? So, but when I learned, but for a long time I wasn't. I would just I was a yes guy. I was a yes to everything, and they absolutely loved me for it. You know, and then another time I said yes too because I asked for something that they hardly ever get or they ever get requested. I want to take a month off. You know, taking a month off every year. Is something that a lot of people don't ask for because I don't care about Christmas. I don't care about 4th of July, Labor Weekend, or whatever holidays that they have in America. I don't give a damn about any of them. You know what I mean? I just want 1 month off a year so I can do whatever I want to do. Usually it's to go to Australia or go to Ireland or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Get my money's worth for my flight. But
are you one of those drivers then that turns up in the first like month or two, you're absolutely amazing and everyone's like, oh, such a good driver, such a great person, and then like a couple of months into it, you're like, yep, no, not doing it now, I'm certified now. Fuck off.
No,
yeah, a lot of drivers like that.
I'm actually no, I'm not. I don't like to disappoint. I really care what people think about me, which is not a good thing a lot of the time because it will actually hurt me. You know, because I would make so many ridiculous videos with my comments and all that, but I'm just too afraid of the comments. I'm too afraid of what people are actually going to think of me. You know what I mean? So that's like one of the greatest things that my boss could ever do was at the end of the day say, you did a good job today. Thank you very much. You were a lifesaver. There was nothing. There was nothing better than that. That was better than anything. You know what I mean? When I actually got that, but my next boss after that, he never said it. And it was just like, you know what I mean? As in like, it was very sad. And I know I wouldn't get that compliment a lot, you know, because eventually it was just expected of me. But, you know, but my other boss, she knew as in like, yeah, David has an ego. Yeah, let's go ahead and just feed that as much as we can, you know.
Let's just keep him happy.
Yeah. So,
by the way, I know I shouldn't say this, but like Jack said that he nearly ended up in Dent Logistics. Don't work for Dent Logistics. I once nearly fucking lamped Thomas Dent. Fuck
What's
me.
Wrong with
he
Dent?
came. Oh, it's just some. So it's a company. Honestly, I fucking.
I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever? What's the angriest you've ever been with a boss? You must have been quite angry with the boss.
I have.
David, I can imagine.
I yelled bloody murder at my boss one time. Again, he wasn't my boss. He was just he was the nighttime planner. You know what I mean? As in, like,
Me, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, no,
As in, it was
this was the owner of the company for me.
yeah. Well, I yelled at my owner of the company one time. I told before I had a few drinks before I went to work, as I was a bartender, not a truck driver, and I yelled at him. And
That's
actually,
a really important stipulation to the story.
and I had a good, you know, again, and he yelled at me for not collecting the glasses quick enough, and then I yelled at him for being drunk, and then he was like, "Yeah, you're right. Okay, carry on." Yeah, I was very proud of myself. Like, oh my god, how the fuck? Why I should be drunk all the time? I say shit that you know that I wouldn't normally say.
Honestly,
And,
we've been saying this on the podcast for quite a bit, lads.
Yeah.
I fucking Thomas Dent. I probably shouldn't say this, but fuck it, I'm going to anyways. So, a long story, but basically, I had my dog out with us. This is one of my first trucking job. And I'd seen some other people taking their dogs out and taking kids out and like misses out and stuff like that. So I was just like, oh right, this is normal, this is okay. And so I brought the dog back to the yard to go and get something fixed. And he'd seen it in there. He goes, "What's the fucking dog doing in there?" I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't realise. And I could have, but obviously I would never have done that. I've said something along the lines of, well, I've seen other people out with dogs, and I thought it was okay, but I'm not going to do that because, you know, you're not a fucking, like, snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. You don't fucking grass your mates in. Even though I don't know a lot of these people, you still don't fucking grass them in. So I just took it on the chin, and I was just like, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't know, and took the dog back, that's fine. And then, long story short, I was getting low on fuel at this spot, and I was coming back. And I thought, I needed to get to a Shell, because that's the only Shell. Like, we had Shell, and I think we had a BP, but we weren't supposed to use it. We were supposed to use the Shell. I was like, well,
Okay.
where the fuck can I go to Shell? Because there's never really a lot of Shell accessible HGV spots. You can get the fucking BPs, a million of the. Oh, yeah, sorry, by the way. Sorry, Dave, you might want to mark that down. So I'm really sorry, James. they were sat there marking down the time frame of when I said that word. But Shell, there's not as many of them. So I thought, oh, you know what? Kendal, where I lived at the time, I can go through there and I can cut up and I can come through Shap and I can come back to Yard through there.
Right.
And so I thought, well,
so you went out your way, did you?
So I went out. I got fuel, and I was like, because I wanted to have my truck filled up because I could have got it on Monday, but I prefer when I'm out tramping. I like coming back with a full tank. I can get in. I don't have to think about filling up.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It's the same thing as like if you're getting running low towards the end of the day, you prefer to fill up at the night.
Yeah,
because there's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and then having to fill up straight away because everyone's wanting to fucking fill up. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah. Plan ahead.
So, yeah, exactly. So did that. And so at the time, Mrs. was there and the kids were there. It was a hot summer's day. Oh, it was a hot day. So anyways, all the windows were open. And I was shoving stuff in the back, getting all my stuff out. And Thomas Dent fucking comes up to me and he points at me and he goes, "You've had that fucking dog out with you. I've watched you on the fucking tracker and you've had that fucking dog out with you."
Wow.
Like, excuse me, mate. And he goes, "I've watched you on the fucking tracker. You've had that fucking dog out." Anyways, she's come up with the fucking dog. The dog sat in the car.
Right.
So why he thinks I've gone and taken this dog back and then she's brought it up in the car anyways, I don't know. But that doesn't make any sense anyways. I haven't gone to my house. I know I live in Kendal, but I haven't gone to my house.
Yeah.
He's watched me on the tracker going through Kendal, but I have a fucking good reason for it.
Yeah.
But he's gone off the fucking handle. But more importantly, he's shouting at me in front of my kids.
Oh.
So anyways, he's fucking come up to me and he's swearing at me, and I've seen red. Now, Thomas Dent's not the biggest lad, but
So he was really straining his neck looking up at you.
I'm nearly 7 foot tall. So I've taken 2 steps towards him and I've gone like, as in basically you're about to get fucking lamped. Anyways, so I take 2 steps up towards him and I've got my fucking fist ready to go. And this is not me. I've been in one fight in my entire life.
Fuck, you can see the daggers in his eyes.
So
seriously, if you're listening to this on the audio, you need to go to YouTube and watch this.
This is bringing up
All right.
memories.
So, but I will say, I've been in one fight my entire life. someone once
And this
punched
was
me
it.
in the street. So I don't really think that counts as a fight, but I like to think it counts as a fight. But I don't. That's not something I do. I've never done it. However,
So
you do
someone
not...
punched you and that was a fight?
Listen, it's my one and only thing. Listen, don't take this away from me.
No,
Don't take
yeah,
this
that
away
sounds,
from me.
What a mega fight that was! I can't
That
believe
doesn't
it.
matter.
Yeah,
It
go on.
still counts as a bucket list. Yeah, okay. Just
yes.
fuck off, right? Don't take this
Alright,
away
okay.
from me.
So
bitch.
what happened with this
Right.
dent dude?
So, anyways, yeah, sorry. I took a couple of steps towards him, and I was about ready to fucking. I was gonna absolutely lamp the fucker, and I think you.
Did you make up this word lamp?
No,
Is
lamp.
that an actual?
Yeah. You see,
Like the thing that I just turned on there, that's a lamp.
Yeah,
I
as in,
got-
no,
Yeah,
you-
but it's also like
well,
a punch.
But you
Yeah.
also switch him off as well if you lamp him too hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
God,
you lamp
David
him,
likes
yeah.
it.
All right.
So, anyways, basically, he realizes he's done fucked up, and he scampers away, and he
ran away.
He says something, and he goes off down the yard, and that's that. Anyways, I'm fucking boiling, and I should have no, I know I shouldn't have. I'm happy with how I dealt with it because I think I did the right thing. But
By stepping 2 feet towards him.
He knew he'd fucked up really bad. Anyways, he was coming back down the yard, and as he's coming back down the yard, he kind of smiles at me and like as if like don't hit me, don't do that. He says to me, and I said, "Now then, Thomas, how much notice do I need to give you?" And he goes, 2 weeks, and I said, "Grand, consider this it. I'm not fucking working for you again." Anyways, I worked my full notice period after this year. The guy
on you,
swore at
yeah.
me in front of my kids. I still worked my notice period, yeah? The
Yeah.
last day, he came up to me. I came up, I parked my truck up nicely. I had it filled with AdBlue. I had it filled with fuel. The thing was perfect. I even washed it off before I left. I mean,
Yeah.
make sure that thing was immaculate. He
Yeah,
came up
yeah.
to me and he goes, "All the best, don't come back."
Wow.
And I looked at him and I was like, "Dude, you do not get to say that to me. You were the absolute fucking prick in this situation. You do not get to say this to me here.
Did you actually say
were
that
the
to him?
problem here." Yeah, fucking right, I did.
Good. Yeah.
So, anyways, he scampered off, and that was him, and we have never spoken since. So,
Wow.
if you do want to work for Dents, don't do that. Don't do that shit. That's a bad thing. I will say the one thing I will say I do pretty much appreciate about Thomas Dent is the fact that he's a bell end, but he knows he's a bell end, and he's honest to his character. And I do appreciate, at the very least, the honesty. But anyways, there you go. Shouldn't have told that story. Never told that story before. I won't be drunk enough to tell it again. So there you go. With that, highlights for 2024. There you go. That's it done.
Wow. Brilliant.
That's funny.
That's amazing. I can't say I've ever done that.
Fucking so angry.
My one of my buddies. He's very smart with money. He's very he says you always need to have some fuck you money. And like, so then I asked him, what's fuck you money? As in like, so you can say to your boss, fuck you, and you can still survive for 6 months without having a job.
That's
You know
not a
what I mean?
bad
As in, like,
shout. Yeah.
It's really not a bad
Just
shout.
always
What a
happens,
legend
you know
this
what I
lad
mean?
is.
Oh, he is. He is. Yeah, he was.
Doesn't take no shit, obviously.
He doesn't.
You know,
no, fucking hell, this guy.
I've listened to a lot of YouTubers, like these like money guru YouTubers. Never heard this tip before. That's not what I've heard.
It's a new top tip.
Yeah, it's just
Fuck you,
because
buddy.
sometimes he wouldn't ever take shit from bosses. I've never had the confidence to do that and all that kind of stuff unless I've had a couple of drinks. But he's yeah. I can't. There was another. I can't remember what job it was or whatever it was, but there was something very similar where he would just the boss would talk to him and like, okay, well, I don't work here anymore now, so bye. There we go. Carry on. It didn't matter if he had it or not. He never took it to where he never stayed with anywhere he didn't feel comfortable with or whatever. It was just I don't know. I've got all the respect in the world for him, but yeah, one time he actually got pulled over for doing 110 miles an hour, and
Fucking hell.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He was the cop had to catch him, so the cop had to do 120 miles an hour. and eventually he got pulled, and eventually he got pulled over, and he saw that the guy had a bunch of tickets already, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why do you have so many tickets? Because no cop is going to tell me how to drive. Grabbed a ticket from him, and carried on. Yeah. It was like,
Wow.
yeah, it was just like, yeah, I do what I want. Find me. I don't care. They're
Wow.
basically, it's just a
There's
tax.
something about that you can't help but not respect. I know he's a dick, and he is in the wrong, but
No
at the
fucks
same
given.
time,
He's
that's
fully
like-
committed to
It did catch up to him in a way. He had like 40 tickets, in speeding over a long time. He would make sure that when he was on his,
This is in America, right?
this is in America, yeah. So
I
he'd
say
always
because
make,
you would not be able to get.
he'd always
away with
make
that
sure
over
that
here.
he the next ticket wouldn't be his, where he loses his license, because after a few years you drop your tickets and all that kind of stuff and all that, but there was one time he was on his best behavior, and he was driving a Mustang, bright yellow, and he was literally driving the speed limit on the way to the coast, wasn't in a hurry at all, and he got pulled over, and like because he was doing 100 and something miles an hour, but he wasn't, and like, but I wasn't doing that. I was like, yeah, well, we had a report of a yellow vehicle speeding through and all that kind of stuff, and like, yeah, and then of course when he went to court, the judge looked at all and like, yeah, I know we haven't got the proof, but you probably did it, looking at your record.
Oh.
So we're going to go ahead and cite you for whatever it was. I can't remember
What,
it
with
was.
no
Just like,
proof? Wow.
it was hearsay. It was like because the cop saw a yellow vehicle go by at a gas station or something like that. I can't remember. Again, it's a
Yeah.
long time since he told me this, but yeah. So it kind of caught up with him a little bit, But yeah, that would have pissed me off. There's nothing worse.
Wow.
Than...
Yeah. The one time you were
Yeah.
actually good. That's the
Yeah.
time that screwed you. You'd be so
Yeah.
pissed off, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, I've always been a goody. I don't think I've ever kicked off at a boss. I just crack on and do as I'm told.
So I
I've
would
bantered.
never.
Bantered.
I wouldn't normally. If it was directed at me, I wouldn't be that bothered. I'm like, if it's directed at me, it's one of them things where I'm like, meh, I couldn't give a rat's ass. So I'll get a bit irate, but I wouldn't like, not like that. However, if it's in front of my kids, or the other one is if it's to someone else, that's when I'll tend to kind of like, I don't know, I'll tend to defend people.
Yeah.
If it's someone that I feel like he's being like mistreated, I will fucking say something, because I don't know. I just, to me, like I'm happy defending myself. I'm happy with, but then you see some people sometimes when bosses fucking go at someone, and you're like, that's not fair. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's really not okay what you're doing there.
No, that's fair enough.
Um,
No, I just sit and watch it happen and go, okay, I'm glad that's not me.
Wow. Yeah.
I think a lot of it, I don't do very well with confrontation in when I'm sober. Like when I was in school, if I ever got in trouble or for something or whatever, if there were, if I tear up, my eyes get all glassy,
Yeah.
and I would just, I don't know, I just don't do well. I start shaking. I'm not confident. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. So I find it very hard to defend myself. So I've learned that.
Do you do the same thing as me when you walk away and then you're thinking about this fight over
Oh
and
my
over in your
God,
head,
yes.
and you're going, why the fuck didn't I say that? I should have said that. And you
Yeah.
sat there for ages,
I don't
like
do that. I definitely do
redoing it. You what?
I redo a crazy amount of situations that in going back to secondary school. Like there's so many situations that I would like as an adult. This is what I should have done. You know what I mean? Because you don't know as a child what you can get away with. You know what I mean? Especially when the teachers are being abusive or they're mocking you and all that kind of stuff. Like I had this teacher, Mr. Keneally.
What What? Yeah. I say, what,
What?
teachers do that? That's mean.
Oh, come on, every school has the teachers that are,
Actually, I think
basically
you
I
might have
compared him.
explained
I compared
about
him
a
to the teacher. I compared him to the teacher that was in betweeners. You know how much of an
Yeah.
asshole he is.
Yeah.
He was very much like that. He also he was in charge of the hurling team, which is the sport in Ireland that we have with the stick and the ball and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys don't? I can't remember what
Yeah,
you
I
guys
think I
call
know what
it.
you mean, yeah.
Shillelagh or something, or I can't remember what you guys call it in England, but whatever. But he was very popular, he was kind of like they need him because he was a trainer, you know. But yeah, he got away with so much. Like I did tell this before, but one time I didn't know where the class was because it was we were all in the canteen area and we were hanging out, and then he came out. All right, everybody come to my class. I didn't know what that class was, but I was late putting away my books. Everyone's already gone. I'm like, oh shit, what room did he go to? So I'm like opening up the doors of already classes in there. Open up this door. Nope. Open up this door. No. There we go. I found you. You know, and so I started walking, and then I see him coming from the other side, and this is actually the metalwork room, and he walked over to me, he grabbed me by the shirt and threw me up against the wall, and I can't remember how long he had me there for. It felt like half an hour, but it was probably like a second. And then he went to another mate of mine, and he basically turned him upside down and threw him to the ground. And the same guy just kind of like threw him up and like, don't you ever disrespect my class and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. Of course, now we're shaking our boots and we're scared, but he knew that I wanted to kill him. He read my eyes. He fucking read my eyes. I dream about what I wish I could have done, because we had all these fucking metalwork tools right in front of us the entire time, and I dreamt about throwing so many fucking tools.
You were joking, but wow.
But no, he was terrible. Another time too, I didn't have my homework done or whatever. I can't remember. This was a different class, and I'm at the back of the class. You know, picture this now, right? So there's like 3 rows of desks, and they're all connected. Okay. Yeah. And because it's kind of it's a wide room, not very deep. All right. And so I'm in the back, and I can't remember what happened, but he said something or another. I might have had the wrong uniform on or something. Usually I came in with a patterned woolly jumper instead of the actual proper jumper that you're supposed to wear. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a few of us in the school that did that, and I got away with it for a long time. But he wasn't he hated that I got away with it. And for once, so I was in his class. There's one time he was replacing another teacher, and he kind of mocked me for. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember, but he pissed me off, and I just looked at him with just devil eyes, and he just walked towards me, and he's in the front of the class. I'm in the back of the class, so he was pushing students out of the way. He was pushing tables out of the way, and he's just parting the sea of desks and students. And it's like, have we got a problem here? No. That's it. You know, I was just like, I hated him so fucking much. Oh, and so there's this Facebook group. It's called. Now, I came from a town called Bandon, and there's a Facebook group called Bandon and I Love You or something, right? But he happened to be there's constantly old pictures being shared on a daily basis, old pictures, and they happen to be a picture of this guy, and a few other students. And I just, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to comment. And I commented, and I basically told him about the whole metal work room story and this and that other, and it got taken down because it's supposed to be a friendly group, and like so I did chat with the leader of that group or whatever. Like, hey, so and yeah, you know what? Actually, you weren't the only person I had to actually to delete message. There was actually a lot of messages when people saw him. A lot of people don't like him.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
it's almost like validation, isn't it?
And then I got a text from my mom. Isn't like I just read something saw something on Facebook.
This created a fucking ripple through the town, is what you're trying to say.
Well, not this picture, but it wasn't this picture. It was like I started off. I think what happened is I started off memories of him, and basically everyone started fucking telling their story about him, you know, and then deleted it on the wall, you know what I mean? But like my mom did end up because she actually read my post or my comments because it was pretty long. Because she's part of that group as well, and if you're friends with people on that group, you get a common notification or it pops up in their feed, and so she was like, "How come I didn't know about this?" I don't know.
Wow.
I feel like you didn't want to know. Why would you want to know that? You know, I feel like parents and teachers are on the same side. That's how I feel. Parents and teachers will believe whatever they yeah. So I feel like I would have gotten in trouble for saying that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because anyway, I don't know. I hate him so much. I hate him with a fucking passion.
But there's obviously validation because obviously your mum thought that was not right, and also a lot of people obviously didn't like him. So
yeah,
does that not make you feel a little bit better that it's not just in your head?
Yeah, no, I know it wasn't in my head. Again,
Bit of
there's lots of conversations. I just
Childhood
knew.
trauma.
But I just hate that he got away with it. And oh god, here's something as well, right? He became
Oh,
quite
no.
he became quite a multi-millionaire after around 2002, 2003. He ended up buying a ton of houses, and because the market was very great, and he kept on buying and buying, and all his property went up and everything. So he's got like
Fucking, I hate it when people like that
Bastard.
become successful.
I know, right? And I don't know. Then of course, because everybody had the adjustable mortgage back then, the mortgages, quadrupled and times 6 and all that kind of shit. If you know what an adjustable mortgage is, you know what an adjustable mortgage
I
is.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's basically the more your interest rate is based off of the stock market. Basically, if the stock market is doing good, then you're paying less. If it's doing bad, you're paying more. Instead of a 30-year fixed, what most people everybody should do.
So he ended up paying through the roof for it all.
Maybe, I've no idea. I want to hope. I kind of like.
I'm sure he did.
Probably.
I'm sure he
He's
fucked
back.
himself up.
He's back teaching, so that might say something. Anyway, all right. I'm done with that. Would you? Well, actually, are we done? I'm done with
By the way,
that story.
Mr. Garish, fuck you. That's more my last bit.
There we go.
Is that one of your tweets? Okay.
Yeah.
I had a Mr. Cooper. He was a wanker. Go on.
Oh, Cooper. I was just going to say, if we're done, whenever we're done.
Yeah, no, go for it.
We
Go
can.
for it.
We can.
A trucking topic.
We have facts of
somehow
wife.
Turned into that.
we have facts of wife.
Oh yeah,
or
shit.
we
That
talk
was my
more.
topic originally.
We could talk about. There's a Judge Chloe.
Yeah, should we do facts of wife first? I think.
Yeah, I'm up for
Yeah?
facts of
Yeah,
life.
I'm up for facts of wife.
Wait, have you two
Okay.
not brought topics? Am I
I-
not brought? Sorry, I've sworn again.
I've
I
already
really
talked
apologise.
about my topic. I just wanted to talk about the fact that I'm a loader now.
Oh, okay,
And that's
right.
my
okay.
life.
Oh, I have tons of topics.
Until my new lorry turns up.
I only bring up my
and-
topics if we run out at the end of the show.
Before we do facts of wife, can I just point out that we never talked about why I loved horse bollocks last week, and it's because of the game Red Dead Redemption. I'd just like to clear that out. I do not like horse bollocks. They're just very good detail. All right.
David.
I'm going to edit that out. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, just that is time point 51:37.
Yep.
So if you could edit that out, that'd be great.
Will do. Don't worry. I was already on it.
Come on then, facts of wife.
All right. Thank you, wife, for because I think due to the weather, she asked me to bring a certain topic. She likes to have
Ooh.
topics in a
I
way.
like topics.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
last week was was it animals?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was animal related. Yeah,
All right. Let's
as long as it's
fingers
not bodily
crossed.
fluids that Tom loves.
Well,
Let's
just
see.
quickly, right. I've got a question for you before we do this. I just suddenly thought topics, right? So
Okay.
you know, Chris is getting married,
Yes.
and I
Balls
am
deep,
Nope.
Chris. This is yeah.
balls deep. Chris is getting married, and I'm the best man. And
Oh,
it's
really?
occurred to me, yeah, I need to do a best man speech. Am I okay doing something that's a bit sexually suggestive during the wedding speech or not?
Are his family and kids going to be there?
Yes.
then yes.
The baby's going to be there and her kids.
Oh, babies. They can't hear it anyway.
I've got.
Okay,
I don't know if
you know-
I don't want to give it away because I don't think he's going to listen.
When
but
is it?
So when this comes out, it's going to be the next day. So he could technically listen to this, and then it's on Tuesday.
Oh, I'm not invited, am I?
It's you ever come to my birthday?
I actually did get invited.
Oh, fuck off, David. No, I didn't make your birthday. I'm sorry, Tom. I'm
Fuck your
happy
birthday.
birthday. Love you.
Aw.
So what they do in cartoons, like I know Warner Brothers did this a lot with like Animaniacs or Pink, whatever, you know what I mean? They'd have a joke in there that was the kids wouldn't understand.
This
A
is what I wanna
suggestive
do.
one,
This
yeah.
is what. So okay, right. Let me tell you what I want to do. So because I
Go on
don't
then.
think he's going to listen to this. Fuck,
He
I
won't
hope
listen,
doesn't
no.
listen to this,
No.
right?
He'll
Well, he
still be
won't do,
balls
'cause
deep.
he'll still be preparing for it, right? So what I want to
Yeah.
do is, I'm going to pretend that I didn't have enough time to plan for the speech, and so I've had to write it down on a shopping list.
Right.
And so I'm going to say I'm really nervous, guys. Last minute. Like I've done this last minute. I just found this piece of paper in Chris's house, and I've written it down there. So just bear with me. Shopping list. Oh shit! Sorry, no. Should I also explain that I wrote this on the back of a shopping list, so there might be some like it's mixed in with his shopping list. So just bear with me on that. And so I'm going to do I'm going to kind of go through the speech, and I'm actually going to go like milk, brackets, green one please, close brackets, and then so I'm going to kind of do this, and then obviously bread will be in there.
I quite like that. Yeah.
And then white, but then I'm going to go like Durex, bulk pack, silky, or something like that.
No, this is your shopping list, or is this the shopping list that was in his house?
This is his shopping list. This is his shopping list.
Okay,
at his
I
house.
like it.
You just gotta really make sure that they understand that at the very start. Doesn't like I was at his house and his only piece of paper was that. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what.
Gotcha.
And then I'll go cucumber, large, and then I'll go aubergine, and then the last one's going to be like watermelon. Big as you can, please. Or brackets, big as you can, please. Close brackets. So
I get it. It's all
I feel like this
should
be a shopping list and not a receipt.
No, it is a shopping list.
Yeah, it's shopping list.
Oh, sorry, not a receipt. I'm so sorry.
So you're going for one of those shopping lists that's where they get to the counter and it's all things that are really obvious what they're going to get up to.
Yeah. That was my idea. Obviously, milk and bread, they're just normal, but the rest of it's fucking...
Yeah.
But am I okay doing that during a wedding? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Right, okay, that's fine.
And record it so we can watch it.
I don't know. We might see. I might see if Mrs. records it. Or we might.
Oh,
tell you what we might
100%.
do. How about if we record it, we'll post it onto the Discord.
Yes, please. We all want to see that.
Okay.
100%.
And of course, if the only way you can see it on Discord is if you're a Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com, JATP, not what Tom usually says, JAPT. It's JAT.
Do I?
Shit. Wait.
Well played,
yeah,
David.
you usually say it wrong. Yeah. But anyway.
JATP. Do I say JAPT?
Yeah, you always say JAPT.
Do I? Wow.
Yeah, every time.
JAPT is more natural.
JATP.
JATP is a bit more.
Okay. Oh, it does actually sound. It sounds hard to say.
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
Right.
JATP.
Should we do facts of why?
Yes, please
No,
do.
we didn't. All right. I'd like to thank my wife for doing this on the very last short notice. Anyway.
Love it.
Hey everyone. So let's talk about snow this week.
Ooh.
Seems a bit apropos. Just so you know, I do try my best not to have American-centric facts, but it's difficult when Google knows where I live. That being said, I will provide all of the answers in both metric and imperial measurements.
Sounds sexy.
So, question
Wow.
1. Up to how much can a cubic foot of snow weigh? Foot is about 30 centimeters. Think wet and compacted snow.
Right.
How much
So
can it
I just
weigh?
very quickly before we answer the question that David got the hops for his wife halfway through that question. I just want to point that out. I would say 15 kilos.
Are we going in kg?
Foot
Can I
by
go
foot
in
by
kg?
foot. Correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to say
I'm going to say 10 kg.
I'm going to say 25 pound.
But I don't, what's 25 pound in?
Doesn't matter. The answer will be given. Whatever.
Okay, right. 25 pound.
Okay.
I'm going to say 15 kilos.
Because I don't know what a kilo is. So chances are it might be. Would it be in kilos? It'd be in.
I'm going with 20
a foot by
actually.
foot's not going to be.
Okay, let's see.
20.
Let's see.
Well, the reason why I say that is because a bag of sand is 25
Yeah,
kilos.
I was
and
thinking
that's
of
gonna
bag
be,
of
that's gonna be-
potatoes or
I
something.
cannot imagine it being less. I'm trying to see
If it's
it.
compacted
would-
though.
So this again. This is 30 centimeters.
Is it
by-
compacted?
Sorry, this is 30. What is water compacted?
No, it's
Well, no,
not.
the
It's
snow.
the
Oh, sorry. Well, the
compacted.
snow. Oh wait, hold on. I'm wrong. Hold on. Okay, so this is snow, not ice. I was thinking ice. I have a different answer.
I'd say 10 kilos. 10 kilos.
I'm going with 20.
But I understand what you're saying, isn't it? Because it depends. Is it like if there's like 10 feet of snow? Are we taking the snow from the top, or are we taking the snow from the bottom? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I
So.
don't know now.
Oh, that's
20.
that's. I just want to know what the answer is.
Got it. See
No,
what happens.
actually, tell you what. I'm actually going to go. Fuck, should I go 10 or 5? I'll go
Oh,
with
that
10,
thing
but I
says
actually
20
think it might be
at
5.
50.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with 5
Says
pounds.
2.2 pounds per kilo.
Oh, we know who the Googler is.
Got it. Let's
Alright.
find out what it is.
30 pounds or 13.6 kilos.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck! I should have gone with my first answer.
Well, I was
So-
going
so
to take your first
technically, I think I
answer.
was- Huh?
Yeah, I'm going to take your first answer.
Well,
Okay,
pounds in
there you go.
America's different though
That's
to
a
over
word.
here, isn't it?
No.
Okay. Well, I said 10
So how
originally,
many
but then I
pounds did you
changed it.
say?
Oh,
don't
I was
know.
way off. I said
Let's
like
just
£5.
move on. We were all
But it was
wrong.
like
Right,
30
next.
pound. Okay.
Wait, did I win that one?
Technically,
How many states in the U.S. have recorded snowfall?
how many
All of them?
states?
have recorded snowfall?
9. How
Um,
many states are there?
What
There's 24 in there.
50.
25,
There's 50
isn't there?
states.
50, isn't there? Because it's
50,
the
okay.
51st state is like a film.
Oh
Isn't
my
it?
god,
About,
you do
like-
that too.
Of course it is.
I do
yeah.
that as well.
Yeah.
I literally do that just to make sure, like
Um,
51st state.
right.
Yeah.
Florida can't have snow.
I've been
cannot-
I've been to Florida, and it was snowing.
Really?
I'm going with
Yeah.
30.
The very north. The very north. Not the south. And you know what I mean.
But
So
it still counts, isn't it?
I
Would Utah have snow?
Oh my god, yes. Yeah. That's.
I'm
it's
just
up in
going
the
to go with the
mountains.
full amount. I reckon they've all had snow.
Yeah, it's an
because
interesting
Hawaii. Because Hawaii
What
must
the-
have like a mountain with like snow on it.
Yeah, exactly. There's got to
Yeah.
be snow everywhere, isn't there? There's always a rarity of snow at some
I'm
point.
the-
What
before-
about Arizona? Arizona's had. I know Arizona's had
Yeah,
snow. because saw
I
it
know
on
that's
I've-
had
TikTok.
snow.
I've been-
yeah.
I've been
Arizona's
to
had snow.
Flagstaff. I've been to Flagstaff, and
I
it
don't
was
know what
snowing.
that is.
It's very north Arizona.
Well, it must be all of them, surely.
I reckon
Or
it's
is
got to
it-
be all of them. Or most of them.
Texas has had it because remember that snowstorm that they had one time.
Yeah.
Maybe
They've
like,
all
I
got
know.
to have had it. at
Yeah,
some
they've all.
point.
I don't know. This isn't. Wife,
can't
this is a
imagine
stupid
there's one that
question.
hasn't.
They've all
It
had
must
it.
be all of them have had it. Because the only one that might be is Hawaii. But like, I'm sure like there must be
I'm
like a
pretty
mountain
sure-
somewhere.
And I'm
where,
sure
like,
I've
there's,
seen
like,
something
snow
about
on the
Hawaii. I'm sure I've seen something about Hawaii having snow on the beaches for something. Or I'm going all of
I don't know
them.
about that.
Fuck
I'm
it.
gonna go 49.
Ooh. Rebel.
See, but what state?
All 50. I was really surprised to learn it
Damn it, I
snows
got it
in
wrong.
Hawaii every year, and even more so that it can happen in any month.
Ooh, any
you go.
month.
Any
That's
month.
cool. So all of
Well,
them,
yeah,
we were
because
right then.
there'll be a mountain in Hawaii, won't there?
Yeah,
Like with snow on the tops of it.
I thought it was a trick question. That
It kind of
yeah.
was. Because
It
all of
was,
them.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
yes, it
alright.
was a question. Go on, Em. That was a good one.
Can you name some places that have no recorded snowfall ever?
No. Wait, if I say no, do I get it right? Because that was the answer.
Hashtag trick question.
There can't be anywhere, surely.
It has to be around the equator.
Yeah, but even then, there must be like mountainous
You know-
bits, or
Yeah.
like you got the Alps and stuff like that, and then you got
I'm pretty sure. Did it not?
Africa.
Did it
I'm
not
sure it
snow
snowed.
Well, I'm sure it did not snow in the Sahara, and there was like a massive like thing about it.
I'm sure
it
there
was like
was.
on TV where they were like,
Although
"Hey,
there
it
is-
snowed here."
What about certain bits of Australia? Or, no, they would get snow in certain bits. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Australia definitely gets snow. So does New Zealand as well, because I know there's like a skiing. Place
Oh,
in-
there's many
New Zealand.
answers.
I mean, technically, every country must have had recorded snow at some point. Like the only one, like, but then, like,
Can we
I know
just
that
hear the
there's
question
salt
again?
flats.
Can you name some places that have no recorded snowfall ever?
So it doesn't say
Places.
countries.
You know what? I would say
Ah.
that my living room is a place. And you know what I mean? So like places doesn't actually mean country.
That's a
I'm
very
like,
good point.
You know what I'm saying?
So potentially a desert of sorts.
Well, what's the like? There's that big salt like thing
Yeah.
in like South America that never gets any rain like ever. Like it's not.
What, the big
been-
red one? Is that the red one, or is that somewhere
I
else?
don't think it's red. I don't know. It's where
Got
they
the Dead Sea, haven't you?
No, they on Top Gear they took cocaine and like gave themselves like took Viagra.
Did they? I've never
believe
seen
they
that
did,
one. You're gonna have to send that link. I'm gonna have to watch
pretty
that one.
sure. 1 second.
Is that the one
Okay.
where they get the little motorbikes and then they Hammond has to go on the American one that sings? I'm sure it's that one. Maybe I have.
All right. I'm going to find out what the answer is. Are you
I
guys
think
ready?
to find out. I have no idea.
So you got your South Pacific countries like Vanuatu, Fiji, and Tuvalu. You got
Ooh.
Cairo in Egypt, New Delhi in
gonna say
India,
Egypt.
and Singapore. And the most surprising to me was the dry valleys in Antarctica. It's a polar desert that has year-round temperatures near freezing, and the mercury has dropped as low as 90 Fahrenheit, 68 below. But it holds so little moisture that it doesn't snow there.
Wow, that's
Is it
nuts.
not? Here we go. Oh, it's just ice there, is it then?
I'd say so.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Okay, well,
Which
that's
is very
genuine.
cold.
That's I like that.
That's
fact.
interesting.
That
That. Yeah.
Well,
Theoretically, what is the highest ground temperature it can be while snowing?
oh.
Well, it could be any bit. It just doesn't settle, surely.
Like, it doesn't have to be freezing for it to snow.
No, it genuinely when it snows it warms up
2 or 3
slightly.
degrees,
But...
is it not? That's when they say it's like it snows at like 2 or 3 degrees or some shit.
So what's the highest temperature? Can it snow at 10 degrees?
I thought it was the ground. It's got to be.
Well, I don't think that has. I think it's when the snow is actually falling from the sky, not setting. You know what I mean? I know. I'm going to say, okay, let's go with Celsius. I'm going to go with 10 degrees Celsius. What do we got, Tom? What do we got, Chloe?
I'm going with like
5
because I know that it's like. And they say 2 or 3, so I can't imagine it being 10.
No, I think it's
Because
slightly
10's
warmer than
like-
what you think it is, but I would say about 5.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right,
say so.
let's
I'll say
find
6.
out.
I'll say 6.
About 46 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 8 degrees Celsius.
All right, right in between me and
Ooh.
Tom. Okay.
So I won
That
that
thing
one
got
then.
it in the chat.
I went over. Yeah.
Oh, well done, then. Wow.
All right.
Okay.
That's
What is the largest snowflake ever recorded?
I'm sure it's like a foot. Is it not?
Tom.
Was
it's
it called a
huge.
snowflake?
Yeah, genuinely.
Tom's-
I'm sure.
Tom's the largest snowflake ever recorded.
Well played.
Honestly, can't be angry at you right now. That's yeah, can't be angry with you.
I don't know this much.
10 foot.
I'm
Can't be
sure
as
it's
big
like
as a person.
I'm sure it's like a foot or something. It's ridiculous how big it was.
All right,
can't
I have no
blast
idea.
Hurt. Can you imagine that giant snowflake coming down on you?
Like
Would it?
stabbing you to death.
What's the definition
It's
of a
so
snowflake?
pointy. Oh,
Well,
it's just
it's-
like
it's not-
pointy and patterned, isn't it?
I can't remember if it's like I think it's like a big clump, isn't it? But I'm sure I read somewhere it was like the Guinness Book of Records, like it was a foot or something.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be like literally like a mega sized snowflake, like
It
a
was
block
like
of ice,
it was
because
like
that'd be
I'm
too
sure
heavy.
it was like
It'd
massive.
be
whatever
clumps of it,
was.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
30 centimeters.
You've
All right.
just guessed a foot, you dickhead.
I didn't. When did I
Yeah,
guess a foot?
You've just said 30 centimeters, which is a foot.
I'm gonna guess 12 inches. All right.
You guys can all fucking do one, right? Just play the fucking answer.
300 millimeters. All right.
Fucking honestly, I hate you all. I fucking hate you all right now.
15 inches
Half a foot.
or 38 centimeters.
Ooh,
15
okay.
inches. Sorry, that's more than.
And
that's
that's
right.
a clump of technical snowflakes to
I
get
think
right.
it was like I think it must be a clump, mustn't it? It can't be like a one like it
But
looks
no, if
like
it's,
a fucking...
I was just thinking if it was like a giant one of a structure, it'd be like a block of ice coming down and chopping you off, wouldn't it?
Leroy
Killer
Jenkins!
snowflake.
Okay, in order for something to be in the Guinness Book of Records, there must have been like a
One
guy
Someone there
from
to
the
measure
from the
it.
Guinness, like, but to where? Like, how do you? Sure, how do they? Does it land somewhere? And does it get accumulated? You know what I mean? It's like, surely it needs to be recorded before it hits the ground. Because once it hits the ground, now it's snow. You know what I mean? Just with everything else.
No, it's.
You know?
It's the fact is apparently it's one giant snowflake. I'm surprised that doesn't kill you because that's just going to be a solid block of ice, surely.
Well,
My
snow
phone's
really
died, so I
isn't
can't even
round;
look
it's
at it.
more flat.
Yeah, so
You
it'd be
know what I
like a little flying dagger coming at you, like the
But
throwing
it's very
stars, but on giant.
soft.
So it'd be like Zeus in the air going, take that. like a just
Yeah.
giant flying star, isn't it?
Wait a
Could
second.
have been made in
can it
that
be
thing
made
could
in a
be
lab?
in a lab.
Okay.
Oh, that could be interesting because then that wouldn't be like death defying. Yeah, because there's no way that can be created and fall from the sky, surely.
I'm
It'd be too
Googling
heavy.
this now, and I don't believe anything. Right. Let's move on.
All right.
How many terms do the Scots have relating to snow?
How many
Snow.
terms?
It's snowing.
Is this like the Alaskans have like a? Well, actually, don't they have like a ton of words for snow as well? Or is that? Yeah. I don't know what the.
Honestly, I barely. Depends what part of Scotland. If it's Glasgow, I can barely understand a single fucking word they say.
Is it like it could be snow and snow and snow? Like, all this different dialects.
coming from an Irishman?
Do you
That
think
seems
it's more-
somehow more offensive than anything else that's been said. I don't
Do you
know
think it
how.
more
but
means
that-
like sprinkles or full ice or that sort like technical?
How many do we have? How many normal people have? Because obviously
it's
Scotland.
snowing.
Yeah. So snowflakes. Is it like?
That's
All right,
how
hold
I
on,
use
wait.
that term.
Hold on.
It's snowflaking out there.
How many terms do the Scots have relating to snow?
Relating to snow. All right. So there's sleet. There's snow.
Sleet?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
sleet's not
wet
snow.
The
No.
white,
It's
the
wet
white
snow.
stuff.
The white stuff.
Um,
That is a technical term, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's.
Is it? Is that a technical term?
Cold water.
All right. It's apparently the coon says it's only one word. All right. Not phrases.
Snow.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna go 10. I don't know why, but I have a good feeling about this one. A good
6.
feeling that it's gonna be 10 and a half.
Honestly, I'm just going to say 1.
Okay, fair enough.
421. Now prepare for some butchering of Scottish terms. Some of these include
How many was
skelf,
it?
which is a large
420.
snowflake, spitters, which are small drops of driving snow, and unbrack, which is the beginning of a thaw.
Oh,
So-
okay. So there's a lot of terms.
421.
Fuck me.
Okay, so she already
Wow.
butchered it. All right,
Yeah.
there we go. All right, fair enough.
If they got one less,
wow,
they
I
would have
was
been
not
happy in
expecting
California.
I want to. All right.
So igloos only use body heat to warm them. How many degrees warmer can they be inside than it is outside?
Oh, it's quite a lot, isn't it? I think.
I'm going to say like 20 degrees.
Yeah, I was gonna say I reckon about 38.
38.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
Yeah, because it could be
wouldn't it
minus something,
depend?
can't it? It's got to be body heat temperature, surely.
Okay, let's just say.
Oh, that's a good point. Because if it's like
Yeah,
minus,
it's just that
like,
once you're in
30
the
outside-
ice, you're not. The outside temperature doesn't matter anymore. It's all about the temperature of the ice, and the ice is 0, correct?
Yeah,
Isn't
the
ice
ice stays
zero?
cold.
No,
It's just
not
the air
necessarily.
inside.
So
Ice
Ice
can
can-
be less than ice can be less than that, can't it?
yeah, I suppose it has to be. Yeah. So I will have to. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, because the temperature doesn't matter outside. I think it could be fucking minus 80 degrees. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, but this is a
60
maximum
degrees.
difference. Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
going one
s-
step further. I'm sticking with 38.
Okay, I'm gonna go 50.
Ooh.
100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius.
Well
Did you-
played.
Did I get it?
You got it exactly right.
I
Jesus Christ.
actually
Exactly
didn't even
right.
know that. Genuinely,
Holy
I didn't even
shit.
know that. I'm well happy
Well
with that. Honestly,
played.
I wish I'd Googled that because then at least they'd be like, yeah, I just Googled it. But no, that's amazing. Yes. I'm well chuffed.
All right.
Well chuffed.
And now a couple of facts that don't really lend themselves well to questions. So there is a documented fear of snow called chionophobia.
No
and
way.
I found that a yodel cannot, in fact, cause an avalanche. There are a number of factors that can trigger an avalanche, but noise is not one of them. That's it for the facts this week, guys. Stay warm. Bye.
Bye, my sexy wife.
Why was she googling? Can a yodel cause an avalanche?
Well, chances are she didn't. Well, she just googled the snow facts, and that's one that came up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fair
fears.
enough.
I was about to ask why you would have a fear of snow, and she's gone in with people's fear of being like buried in it or something.
And by the
That
way,
makes
don't
total sense.
question my wife in her
I
questions.
can do what
Okay,
I, do
Who
what I want.
questioned her? Oh, go
Tom.
ahead.
Like she, just be happy that we have facts of wife.
I'm always happy. Pricks.
Wow.
I have something. Oh shit! Sorry. God damn it! My Facebook account is going to be permanently deleted due to infringe and trademark rights. They've made a decision after careful consideration and compliance of our intellectual property. I'm sorry, this is serious. I got to click on this link.
Oh fuck yeah, you better do that.
Like seriously, look, this looks serious.
That's legit. That is.
So what David's talking about is he's just seen a message that we received today on our.
No, oh yeah, everybody got it, didn't they? I presume because this is actually got sent to me.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it? It's not even off. Like it doesn't even look official. It's off. Guest 2615.
Oh, I get
And-
these
and
ones. I get
and the
I get
funny
them from,
thing is,
I get them from
it's-
Facebook and Meta.
Yeah, and it says that you've infringed on our trademark, not copyright. No, you've infringed on trademark. How does that work? Don't know.
It's
You've obviously
legit.
made
It's
something.
legit. You better
Yeah,
click
yeah.
on it.
And like the link that it comes up with as well.
Oh my!
Did you
Have you
click
clicked on it?
Oh my fuck! I'm not a knob end.
Sometimes I do like to click on links, but I won't click. Okay, I won't click on it. I'll right click and I'll copy and I'll paste it onto a different thing just to see what's going on. And usually it won't even let me fucking open it.
The
because
website that's coming from, by the way, totally legit. It is spfacebook-online 5364755.versal.app. Yeah, that looks yeah, that's definitely
legit.
real, that. Oh yeah, it's definitely legit.
And do you ever get the ones where they say, "Oh my god, you're in this video. Check it out," from like someone that's
No,
been
I've
hacked and
not-
it's your
I've not
mate?
seen
Have you
that.
never had those ones? So what?
No, but
I've
my
gotten it.
missus, she was. We've been looking at getting a house, like actually buying one. We're just going to preliminarily having a look around, shit like that.
Yeah,
And
With
she
real
was-
money?
She was.
Sorry,
For real?
I said
life.
with real money.
Oh yeah, with real money. Well, we were looking at it. It's fucking up here. It's nearly as fucking cheap as renting. Like,
Really?
yeah, it's ridiculous around here. Like, it's
You
like,
may as well
it's-
bloody
it's-
do
it's-
it then.
Yeah. It's. I think it might be as cheap or like near enough. It's worth it. But anyways, she's gone on some fucking website. And she's put my number in because she doesn't know her number. I have received so much fucking spam because of this shit.
Oh no!
You do.
You should break up. You should break up with her for that.
I'd never break up with her. She's a knob end, but I never do that.
Ah.
You are a knob
Yeah, I
end,
got-
Let's come
by
back
the
from
way.
that.
If you
I got a question for you guys. This is
Yes.
basically it's a would you rather question, right? Would you rather have a child that's all round averagely good at everything, all right, or nothing special, just all right, or would you prefer to have a kid that is the best at one thing, like sport wise?
What? I'm rubbish at everything
That's
else.
sport wise.
Yeah, whatever. Or
Whatever you
anything. I don't know. I think is it sport wise? Wife,
Or
can you
maths.
can you confirm that, please? But yeah, it could be. Yeah, okay, something that you're going to be famous for. So let's go sport. All right, the top of their field. All right, science. It doesn't matter. Just the top of their field. Like, so let's just take into consideration. No, I have thought about this. All right, so I'm going to bring up the stuff that I actually thought of, and like, because if they're famous, well, that's a lot to take in. All right, the amount of work that a parent has to do to actually, when they
Get them.
realize that their
Yeah.
child is actually going to be super something, as in like, that's a lot to take in. You know what I mean? It's a lot to, it's a lot of work. There's no like them going to daycare and just just doing the homework with them. This is actually like a lot of outside stuff.
It just sounds stressful though.
Yeah,
It
that
does sound
very
stressful, but think of the money that's involved with it. Of course, like, but I don't know.
But
It was interesting. It was just interesting, as in like, I personally would prefer to go just all around. Especially this late in my life, I can barely look after my kids the way they are, and they're just normal. You know what I mean?
I would-
And,
yeah, I'm the
Which
same.
one,
I would do
which
all
one are
round.
they happiest in?
all round, I would say.
Well, I
Plus,
imagine
if you
that they
want
would-
fame and fortune, they can just go on TikTok now and get famous. Don't need
I
any
mean,
well, they
skill,
wouldn't be
just
doing it
get
for fame and
famous.
fortune. That would just be a side effect of their fields. But we'd have to like do some examples. You know what I mean? Like a tennis player, or soccer player.
There was this one where this person was walking up and he goes, which one's better, money or happiness? And the person actually goes sleep, which is great. But and
They know where their priorities lie.
exactly that person lives a better life than any one of us. And they say money or happiness.
Happiness.
Why wouldn't you pick happiness?
Yeah.
What,
I pick
if-
happiness all the time.
Because a lot of people say they can buy happiness, but you can't.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
You can't. You just make yourself more miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Money would make me happy as well. On top of
It would make you
happiness.
happy for a point, but then you
to
would
a point. Yeah, not ridiculously.
And then you wouldn't be happy anymore.
I would like a comfortable level of money where you don't have to worry about stuff, but you haven't got shed loads to spend and being bombarded or whatever, or lose friends or whatever. Do you know what I mean? A
I hear ya.
comfortable amount.
What if you won the lottery? All right, let's say it's a ridiculous amount. It's like fucking 200 million. All right, but let's say you were anonymous. You could collect it anonymously, like, and
Yeah.
you have now a choice. Like, you could actually kind of secretly not tell anybody and move on with your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As in, like, would you tell people?
I wouldn't tell anyone. I've already planned it if I'm winning the lottery.
Ooh, I want to hear
is-
this.
Well, I would gather my friends and family together, or just my family.
And kill them all.
God, no. No, I would have
Okay.
a little envelope and then I'd give them all like £1 million. Like, say if I won like £100 million, I'd give them all at least £1 million and be like,
Okay.
open them all together, and then they all get money, and then it's like all the kids get money, and I would just share it with all my family. So you'd all
Nope.
get like a substantial amount.
Wrong.
And then I'd
wrong,
invest the rest.
I would not do that. I
No.
Would you not?
No, so what I would do is I would not tell a fucking soul about that shit. There would be me and Kale would know about it. We would buy a house somewhere that
And
was
me.
small.
And
That
me.
was small. And I would like I would donate money like to my family anonymously. And they would not know. They would not know. Like, say for instance, someone says like, "Oh, I'm really struggling to pay my car." I'd slyly find out who their thing is. Like, I don't know, have a snoop around, try and work out who they're with. Call up the company, just say, "I want to pay off that car," and just pay it off. And then that way, and just say, "I don't want to be known," because the thing is,
You're helping in better ways, yeah.
helping, right? Because the problem is, I'd rather. I think if you won a lot of money like that, I think it would change the way people like kind of dealt with you, because they'd be super nice with you in case you give them more money, in case you need to do this. Whereas if they don't know you've got money, they just treat you like a normal person, and they just treat you just like regularly. Like, and,
The chat's got a point. Would you keep working, or would you just live off your money?
Absolutely, I'll still keep working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the handy thing with
I
me,
work.
I would keep doing what I'm doing, but I'd
Yeah.
have a lot more toys doing it. You know, and I would definitely buy a truck. Definitely, 100%
You
buy a
could
truck.
start your business, David.
Yeah, I
honestly,
would start
I'd go
a
back
legitimate
to
trucking
Perkins.
company and a legitimate school. You know, just that way I get to still help people. Of course, again, I'm not trying to be like oh, I'm fantastic, but I literally started my YouTube channel so I could help people. I really did, because I would just wanted to, share what I know. You know what I mean? I kept trying it more and more and more because I saw other people doing attempts of showing people what to do and backing up, and I'm like, oh, that's terrible. And thank God for them, because now I know what not to do. You know what I mean? Then I did it my way, which was much better. You know, and I make a living off that. But yeah, but yeah, again, I would love to get in a position to where I want to help people still. I really do, but get paid for it. But again, if you're already rich, like, who gives a shit? I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely get a restaurant. All right, definitely get a restaurant. Only because I don't care
Why
if
a
it's fucking.
restaurant? Just so you can go.
I have always wanted to own a restaurant. That I've like for ever since I worked in a restaurant at first, I've always wanted to run it. I just
That does.
think
You wouldn't want to run it though. You just want to own it. Is that right?
I want to run it. I don't want to be the manager. I eventually going to hire a
Ah.
manager and all that kind of stuff. But I want to be that guy who walks over.
I cannot imagine
No.
anything more stressful than running a
But
restaurant.
it's only stressful if you're literally running it. You know what I mean? If you're actually like, running around the place and all that.
You
kind
just
of
want to walk
you just
into a
wanna own
restaurant
it.
like a posh
Yeah.
person and go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
keep
I
going, keep
own
going.
this place, don't you?
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
The-
Keep going.
the
And I
chef,
sit down with
hired
them,
this-
and
yeah.
I got the regulars and like,
Really?
hey, no. I've always I wanted to kind of like pick my own, choose my own menu. This is what I want to do it, and it's I just I don't know. I just want my own Irish. Like I literally worked in Irish bars just so I know how to run an Irish bar. I've worked in a few, besides the Irish bars I worked in Ireland, I've worked in the Irish bars in America. That's my dream.
Yeah, but I don't think
And-
Irish bars in Ireland are called
I
Irish
was
bars.
literally about to question that. Are they technically Irish bars?
I know, right? But I've got a lot of influence from there, But I don't know. It seems like a fun place to be to, and a fun place to hang out once in a while. and,
Chloe, have you been to a nice English pub recently? Like a proper
I've
true
worked
English
in English
pub.
pubs, yeah, proper true English pubs. But then actually saying
we
that, I
went-
think you can class it as an English pub though, some places, because they're true English, old English pubs.
oh, well done.
Oh, it depends if you're going on
I like
heritage
it.
style. Yeah. Yeah. My brother went to a proper English pub in America, and it's like he sent pictures, and it just looks like something out of England. Like it's obviously they found the right setting, and they've just put it there, and it looks like a proper English little pub.
Yeah, there's
David?
there's a place in
Yeah.
Portland, right next to where I live, and I completely forgot there's an English pub there, and I actually don't mind it. It's actually a pretty good place. I completely forgot about it now. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need to go there.
Do you feel at home?
No,
I think we went to
never
a
You're a
pub
bit
there,
closer
it's
to home.
fucking delicious.
actually, most of the Irish bars. There's an actual bar only a quarter mile from me. That's an Irish bar. I can't remember. It's like Fitzpatrick is what it's called. It doesn't look like an Irish pub whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's
Does
still,
it collect Irish
still
people
American.
in there?
I don't know. I don't go. I don't go
I
anymore.
suspect David's the most Irish person they've ever had through them fucking doors.
Probably.
Do you get like Golden Gates? Like, oh my god, an Irishman is here. No,
No,
You get
because I
that,
don't
don't you?
talk. I
You
don't
don't
go.
order
You know what I mean?
food. No.
I don't really talk. When I talk, I just don't. You know what I mean? If I'm drunk enough, then I'll fucking exaggerate the Irish accent as much as I possibly can. Everybody fucking notice me. I'm fucking Irish. I want the attention. We're crying out loud. But but yeah, a lot of times, no people know me. Like when I first start talking to people, I jump into. I want people to understand me right off the bat. I don't want people saying what, huh? Yeah. Like I know how to say aluminum. I know how to fucking say whatever fucking words I need to fucking say without people saying what.
What's aluminum?
Aluminium.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, yeah, I didn't know what you were saying.
Did you not?
Didn't you?
I
Full of
did, yeah.
bollocks.
That's right.
Fucking trash.
Everyone knows they say aluminum,
Aluminum. Mhm.
aluminum, or herbs. Herbs.
I really want. I've been craving the fuck out of about proper American pancakes.
I do like American pancakes.
I want some fucking American pancakes.
There's a restaurant called IHOP over here, and it's known. Well, IHOP means International House of Pancakes.
It's known for fights, is it not?
What?
Is it not the one that's known for fights?
Nope. Nope.
Oh,
What,
which
a
one's the
pancake
one that's-
bar? Known
Yeah,
for
not a pancake
fights?
bar. It's a
No,
restaurant.
the pancake. Is it not Pancake House?
I don't know.
Aren't you thinking of the
what's one?
Cheesecake Factory?
No. There's one that's known for like fights at like 2 a.m.
No, this place wouldn't definitely be open at 2 a.m. I have
It's
no
like
idea what
yellow.
you're talking about,
You're
Tom.
It's
thinking
got
of a bar.
a yellow sign.
What?
I'm
All right,
not
Tom,
making
get
it
on the
up.
Google.
Google.
Yeah, I've not-
Google. Denny's.
Denny's is a diner that's open 24 hours a day.
Hooters.
Sherry's. Hooters.
That start fights? I don't know.
I don't
No.
Get your
know.
tits out?
They don't get them out. They're out.
I
They're just,
know. It's just
You know. Have you ever been to a Hooters?
suggestive.
Do they have Hooters
No.
in the very first Hooters I ever been to was actually in Las Vegas. There we go.
It's Pancake House. Dramatic moment of mass brawl breaks out in Pancake House.
on a
Are
regular
you
basis.
is this just one occasion that happened and now
No,
you've just
no,
gone,
no.
oh, they're all like
apparently
it?
it's known for it, from what I understand.
What did they put in the
Oh, wait, no,
pancakes
no.
there?
No, it is IHOP because it's open. Like, is it not 24 hours? IHOP.
I don't think so.
Apparently.
I'm not
Hooters.
fucking
I
is
imagine
Birmingham.
some
making this
places
up.
maybe.
Because this was on fucking Philip DeFranco. I'm sure.
What are you on about?
I'm not
Have you ever heard?
fucking
You know what,
making this
Chloe? You
up.
need to start listening to Philip DeFranco so you can get the American news.
Oh, maybe. I'm just more Googling the fact that there's a Hooters in Birmingham.
Is it really?
Oh,
Yeah. Does it mean our Birmingham or is there a Birmingham in America? Hang on, let me. No, it's actually
Birmingham,
No,
Alabama.
Oh
will
no,
say,
hang on. No, I've
if you
zoomed right out.
search-
It's Birmingham in USA.
I-
It's in Alabama.
Yeah.
when you search IHOP fight, there are a lot of like.
But there's no reason
there's-
for it. It's not known for
Yeah.
drinking.
I know I think it's just because it's open late and apparently just there's like fights that happen at IHOP. just on a
Okay.
regular
There's a
basis.
Hooters in Liverpool and one in Nottingham. There you go. So there is Hooters
in
There you go.
Nottingham.
in Nottingham, apparently so.
I kinda wanna
Waffle
go.
House. Oh, I'm just leaving. I'm hungry now. I want some pancakes now. You've talked.
Oh
about
no,
pancakes.
Waffle House. Waffle House. That's the one. It's Waffle House. That's one that you're talking about. But apparently, they're also like IHOP. It's Waffle House is the one. That was loads of
Okay.
fights.
All right.
I knew it was. Yeah, there you go. If you just search Waffle House, the first result. So there's Waffle House, Waffle Fight, Waffle House Fight, Waffle House Near Me, Waffle House Menu. So fight comes up before anything else. So there you go.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Pause.
All right. I've not found any Waffle House fights, but okay. Oh
So
no,
there are.
Back
Yeah.
to the original question, I think.
Was there
Would
a
you
original
rather
have-
question?
Well, the original
Money.
question. No, actually, it was before that.
Was it? Oh fucking hell! We really went off.
Would you
one.
would you rather your kid be a super fucking star
That was
or
it.
an average Joe Blow?
But which
Average Joe.
which one are they happiness? Which one are they?
Well,
Yeah.
it all depends. We don't know. And like, you just don't know. All right?
But when you're saying as well that they've got one talent, does that mean they're really stupid on everything else? Or they average Joe with one excellent talent?
I don't know the answer to that, Chloe. So
Why
can you
don't
ask
you know?
me? Why?
Bringing
Because it's
up
my
the
fucking
questions.
wife who fucking asked me the question, and she has more answers, all right, than I do.
Okay,
No,
I always say like when Logan's struggling and stuff, he's just been diagnosed with dyspraxia and stuff like that, and he's struggling. And I always just say, as long as he's happy, I don't give a shit what he's got,
Yeah.
or as long as he's happy. If he's struggling, whatever, we'll help him. But as long as he's happy, I don't give a crap. At the end of the day,
I mean, if it turns out
So,
like
average
if it
Joe,
turns out to be a
whatever.
drug dealer, like one of my kids turns out to be a drug dealer, as long as they're a happy drug dealer and they don't get caught, I'm okay with that.
like one of your kids, like they're already a
No.
drug dealer. Oh yeah, of course.
But
we
no,
don't
but
really
like
talk
not
about
like
this.
not like full like I'm gonna kill you. Like hey, would you like some drugs? Like hey, I'm
I
a
should
really nice
I
drug
should
dealer.
have known when I asked this question the kind of answers I would get. I really
Yeah,
should have known.
this is,
I'm-
you've come
this
to
is
the
my
wrong
fault.
room,
I'm
motherfucker.
yeah. I think like because there's, let's say you're basketball. All right, let's say Tom, for example, basketball. Let's say your parents saw that you were tall and like, oh man, let's get him into basketball. You know what I mean? It'll be a lot easier for you to be successful at basketball than it would be for me. All right.
Honestly,
Yeah, got a point
I
there.
would have been miserable.
You reckon?
now,
How'd you know that?
why? Why would you
I
be
just would've.
miserable? Because
It's not
you would have
so bad.
told yourself you're going to be miserable.
No, just 'cause I know I would have
That's
been.
that's
I
only
don't-
because
I
you
don't- I
know
don't do
life now,
sports.
though. If
don't-
you
I
didn't
don't
know any,
care.
hang on, no. If you didn't know any other, then how would you know what it'd be like? You might have
don't-
thrived on it.
So all of a sudden,
Because
everyone's
what-
cheering for you. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, you scored fucking 40 points in that match!" You know, and like,
I
you
know,
wouldn't be happy.
I know. So I guess this based on the fact that I was good with computers. That was my one thing that I was very good at. I used to go around to people's houses as a kid and go and fix their computers. I was very tech savvy, and I got a job in a computer shop. Like I was fixing them, I was selling them. I had everything to do with like I was living and breathing it, and I was miserable. I didn't realize I was miserable for the longest time, but I was fucking miserable. I hated it. I don't know. I like IT. I like computer shit like that, but I don't want to work in that. I don't want to be stuck doing it every single fucking day because I don't. So
So
there you go.
I get that.
you're playing basketball.
But
Right,
I wasn't
but
playing computers.
In this scenario, you're playing basketball on your computer. No, but you
I gotta think
You're
of a
getting a
better game
different-
than that.
like you're getting praised. You're getting so much stuff. All of a sudden, you're getting endorsements. You know what I mean? Because and that can't be bad. Like if I was, like for someone who's not getting any of that shit, all right, it would suck. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden, if you're getting a different life because of certain thing, like because
All I can take from that is, when you watch films and they've got the rich kid and then he's got a terrible father-son relationship or whatever, and it's all because they're pushed to be like the next footballer or whatever that the dad was or something like that. That's all.
this
I
is
got
your
to take
dream,
from that.
Dad, not mine.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Mhm. Yeah, those kids
Yeah.
don't know what's best for them. They need to listen to their parents.
Wow.
Here's something. I used to get a lot of praise with Except for Access constantly. I
got that with Skip Chick. Yeah.
and I got messages about it, but
Yeah.
that didn't make me happy.
Did
I
not?
did Except for Access. I didn't give a fuck about it. I know it sounds bad, but I don't care about people praising me. I do something because I want to do it, because I like doing it. I enjoy doing it. And if I don't enjoy doing it, I don't do it.
Yeah. I
So
get that.
having people like give me praise for like scoring a goal in a basket doesn't mean anything to me. Is that how basketball works?
Oh, I knew you said it wrong. I wasn't. I wasn't going to feed into your fucking bullshit.
I genuinely don't know.
You said exactly what you knew you needed to fucking say to make my fucking nose twitch or whatever it was.
I genuinely, no word of a lie, couldn't tell you what it is when the score like do the hoop thing. No idea.
Do the yeah.
Do the
Okay.
hoop thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Do the
come
hoop thing.
on.
No.
No,
but
you were spot on, Tom.
What's it called?
What?
What is it called when when
point?
it goes through the net? It's
point.
just scoring a point. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
What did you
genuinely,
think it was called?
I fucking know. I goals.
He
a
knew
point.
exactly what it's
I
called.
genuinely
He's
didn't.
just trying to rile me up.
So
He knows I
you
love
really-
basketball. Especially my
I did.
favorite sport.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, I love basketball.
Wow, I have learned
I
something
can't
new
work
today.
out
I
if you're
did
being
not know that.
sarcastic.
Yeah, I can't
kinda
tell
like,
either.
oh, yeah,
maybe his
love it.
memory is selective, but
It
no, I love
really is.
basketball.
That's very true. But
I mean,
My-
you do
my
know
point
Tom by
being-
now.
Mhm.
I phase in and out of conversations. I rarely hear. Like
Yeah, we've
even when I'm
noticed.
still talking to a person, I am. in
You
and out
take
of my own
gratitude
things.
for conversations. You'll come in with a topic and go, "Yeah, I've had this plan." So hang on a minute, I spoke to you about this earlier on in the week. Oh, was it you? Was it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Thank you.
So, if you ever want to know what my brain's like, do you know? Do you remember Scrubs?
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that.
Right.
JD
And
Turk,
yeah, so
janitor.
it's fucking. I loved it, and he's telling Turk what would make him a great surgeon, and he says you overthink it. This and this and this and this, and he said, well, just because I think this and this, and then the Todd's in the background. And he goes dum 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 dum.
That's right.
God, I could, that's me. I'm that person in the background. Don't give a fuck. I'm in my own little world. I'm happy where I am. Don't care. Don't care. Not my problem.
Fair one.
There you go.
That legit, I can see that being you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm happy in my own little world. I don't care. Like, end of the day, like except for access.
Can you
I
turn it
enjoy
on and
doing-
off?
No. Oh no. I cannot. turn it on
So
and off.
you're
It is-
happy when
That's
your kids are
asking a
telling
lot.
you a story that is important to them, and you're just happily going.
Yeah.
So, and and you're happy with that. You're happy with that outcome.
I didn't say that I was happy or unhappy with that. I'm just saying that is how my brain works.
And you said you were happy with that.
Yeah, I am most of the time. My brain's
Oh,
happy
we're
anyways.
dissecting it now. So you're not.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
I find sometimes I'll be having a conversation with someone and then they'll be talking about something and okay, right. So trying to think of an example. Right. So we're talking about spreadsheets.
Oh, God.
And,
I would zone out.
Yeah. Well, no. So we're talking about spreadsheets, and they're saying about this. And then spreadsheets, I'll suddenly think about the Spread Eagle, which is there's this pub in Far Cry. Right, there's this pub in Far Cry 5. Fucking great. God, such a fucking good game. But currently, my missus is playing Far Cry 6. She's not into it as much as Far Cry 5, but we are kind of getting into it, and there's horses. Well, horses, of course. We're really liking the horses because it does remind us of Red Dead Redemption 2. And we were talking to you about that one there. And actually, because I was talking to you this afternoon, wasn't it, this evening? Because I was playing Cards Against Humanity, and there's that card.
Well, you didn't really talk to me. You just sent me a random
Well, I sent you a random card, but I've gone.
Talking to me.
I know, but my brain has gone through all of that. And then we're talking about spreadsheets, and I've gone, I was playing Cards Against Humanity this afternoon, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Where's that come from? But there is an actual logical pattern to how my brain's got
I know,
there.
I get that. Yeah, I do the same.
My brain has gone through a series of things. It's just my brain's gone through
it does link up.
Too...
It's just you've got to explain how it links up. Yeah. By the way, the Cards Against Humanity was one about. It was technically Logan, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, I found a card basically about Logan, that kid who doesn't shut the fuck up about dinosaurs.
Yeah, needs to be a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I hear you. No, I've done that. I've done that. And sometimes while they're still talking, I was like, oh shit, I need to backtrack. Fuck, what the fuck am I talking? What are we talking about? Because I know what I'm like. So with knowing what you're like can help you not do that as much. You know what I mean? One of my big things was talking in front of people. If there's more than 2 people, I do have a bit of a panic attack in a way. Not literally, but there's been it was one time I was talking in front of, I can't remember how many people. There was probably 30, 40, 50 or something or another, right? And in midpoint, I'm like, oh my God. So I kind of took a bit of a deep breath. I'm like, shit, there's everybody talking to me right now, and I'm talking to myself. And literally, that is what I'm saying in my head. I'm like, wow, okay, no one's actually. There's so many eyes on me. There's so many ears or whatever, and and this is what I'm like, David, get your shit together. And I, so blah 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 blah. And they're still listening to you. Oh my, I was literally narrating in my fucking head while I was talking, and it was just, it was tough.
So obviously, I'm having to do this wedding speech.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, I'm exactly the same way. Don't like standing in front of people. Like the idea of standing in front of a crowd of people. So what I've got is like a step-by-step idea of what I'm gonna do. So
talk slowly too when you do it.
So yeah, I'm gonna talk slowly. I'm gonna have it all written down. Have all the pauses put in there. And beforehand, I'm going to take a shit ton of diazepam. So
I thought you said beforehand I'm going to take a shit. I was like,
I heard that too, and then he said another word after it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, not where I thought that was going.
Oh no, I'm going to take a lot of drugs beforehand. So that's basically what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, drugs and alcohol.
When
no, not alcohol, just diazepam. But it is prescribed to me. My doctor gives me diazepam for these not for giving best man speeches, but for social interactions, which I find too much.
I was going to say, does it have a special prescription?
I have got
best
that
man
shit
speech,
on standby.
Please take 10 at one hit.
I do say struggle. That I might take 2 of them, so 10 milligram, but it still will fuck you up, I think.
Enough.
Okay.
I do struggle when telling a story when I'm talking in the podcast. I talk very quickly so I don't get interrupted, because I know if I do get interrupted, it's going to fuck me up. All right.
Yeah.
Or I'm never going to go back to what I actually want to say. You know what I mean? And I sometimes oh shit, while I'm talking, oh my God, they're actually listening to me. I could probably slow down my talking right here. I don't think they're actually going to interrupt me. No, they're not interrupting me. Okay, shit. Come on, David. You get your shit together while I'm still talking. I'm thinking about all this.
So what you're saying is you're waiting for someone to talk and throw you off, or you throw yourself
Which
off.
throws me off. Isn't that ridiculous? I throw myself off by you guys not throwing me off.
Right.
And so it's just weird. Especially the long pauses. I'm like, okay, I can't do long pauses. I'm gonna get interrupted because sometimes I just want to kind of gather my thoughts for just a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and to carry on. But earlier on today, I'm like, you guys are actually listening to me. You're properly listening to me. I have everyone's fucking attention. I am God right now. No, but it was.
And on that note, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? Sorry, David. There was no much more of a perfect opportunity than that to end this show. Wait, well, I've just interrupted myself. Oh, shit. Yeah. Where was I up to with that? Right. Thank you and goodbye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. Our podcast manager and editor is David. Thank you very much, David. You are we love you. We love you, man. Our hosts are myself, Tom, we've got Chloe, and we've got David. And if you would like to support us, go to our Patreon, like our beautiful mega supporters, such as Arthur Job, Daniel Smee, Dan M, Jack Goodwin, Joe Rodwell, we've got John Brown, Justin Reaney, Miller, we've got Michal, Phil Starkey, Skip Dude, and Stephen Patterson. Got Trucker Colin. You are all our amazing mega supporters. Thank you so much. We also have our regular, normal, average supporters. We need to have a different way of explaining that, but never mind. We're just going to go with it. We've got Big Mike, got Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, and Danny Flynn, the W anchor. Thank you for making me say that each week, you absolute arse biscuit. Well, I do love you. Thank you very much, mate. These guys get great perks such as extra content, access to the Discord, and a variety of delightful little sprinkles. They get live access to the show, and we get a thank you in the show. There's so much. Thank you for, by the way. I don't know if you can hear him, but I've got David in my ear telling me things. We get what? They're going to get stickers as well.
We're going to be sending them by post.
Oh, we're already sending them?
We will be sending them. They've already been made. If you were a part of the chat.
I am part of the chat, I just don't always listen to the chat. # love you guys. If you'd like to support us in other ways, go to salmonslap.com to get some amazing merch. Follow us on social media like YouTube, Instagram, just search Just Another Trucking Podcast. And if you do want to support us on Patreon, Patreon, go to patreon.com /JATP. TP, yes, see, fucking A, odd search. Just Another Trucking Podcast. Just Another Trucking Podcast. Patreon. Honestly, nailed this outro. Fucking nailed this outro. Send it, ship it, post it. We're done. Thank you. Bye-bye.